Hello, welcome to Math Pro by Bloom Academy. Today we are going to do simplifying radical expressions. Yeah. This sign here, which we use to take square roots, that's called a radical sign. Okay, so know your perfect square. For this exercise, is know your perfect squares, which is 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. So 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. Any of these numbers, are perfect. It's a perfect square. That means if I take the square root of 25, I get a whole number 5. Okay. All right. So we see the square root of 4 is 2, right? If we multiply square root of 4 and square root of 2 and square root of 4 is the same as square root of 8, right? What if I gave you square root of 8 to simplify? It's also square root of 4 times square root of 2, right? Okay. Now, what is square root of 4? What square root of 4 is 2. So square root of 8 is 2 root 2. This is how we say 2 root 2. Okay. And just to make a general statement here, if I have a square root of, let's say, square root of 2 times square root of 2, it gives me just 2. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 just gives me 5. Square root of a times square root of a, it's a. Square root of x times square root of x is x. Okay, now let's do some exercises here. What is square root of 3 times square root of 6? You get square root of 18, right? And then if we want to simplify square root of 18, right, we write it. So the key is you look at it, and if you see if you can split 18 into its factors, 2, 9, 3, 6, pick the one that has a perfect square in it. Okay. So now I write square root of 18 is same as square root of 9 times square root of 2. What is square root of 9? 3. So that's my final answer. I say this is 3 root 2. What is square root of 5 times square root of 15? That's simple. Square root of 75. Okay, what if I gave you square root of 75 to simplify? And you write the factors of 75, right? And I say what? 5, 15. Any of them a perfect square? No. 3, 25. Any of them a perfect square? Yes. So I pick this one and I come and write it square root of 25 times square root of 3. And what is the square root of 25? 5. So my answer is 5 root 3. 5 root 3. Same if I have division, square root of 75 over 6, okay, is the same as writing square root of 75 divided by square root of 6. Okay, now square root of 75, let me see if I can split it into two perfect squares. It is square root of 25 times square root of 3, right? And it becomes 5 root 3. And now at the bottom, I have square root of 6. Okay. Since I have square root of 3 on the top, I just want to simplify this into square root of 2 times square root of 3. When I do that, then the top is 5 root 3 over square root of 2 times root 3. And what happens? Cancel this. So what am I left with? What am I left with? I'm left with 5 over root 2. Okay? And we call this is tacky in math. We don't leave the radical at the bottom. Okay, what do? We get rid of it by multiplying it by itself. Remember, I told you if you take a number, a, and you multiply it, square root of a, and you multiply by itself, it gives you a. So we want to get rid of the square root of 2 in the denominator. So we multiply by itself. When we do that, we have to do the same on the top. Okay, so we take 5, multiply the top by root 2, multiply the bottom by root 2. What happens? It'd be 5 root 2, the bottom root 2 times root 2 is 2. Okay, so that is your final answer. Even though you had 5 over root 2, don't leave your answer like this. Okay, all right, multiply by the denominator by itself, and you have to do the same thing on the top, and you have 5 root 2 over 2. And that is your final answer, right? So here, I give you these to try. Okay. Number one is 1 over root 3. What are you going to do? You got to get rid of what's there, that root 3 as a denominator. We don't want it. How do you do it? You multiply it by itself, and you have to do the same on the top. When you do that, you have root 3 on the top. 1 root 3 is the same as 1 root 3. And then the bottom is root 3 times root 3 becomes 3. This is your answer. Okay? All right. Practice these. Pause the video, review it, practice it. Okay? Practice these. Okay? And then come back and check your answers. All right, and I'll send you to iExcel. Let me see here if I have it right here for you. Sorry. Right here for you. So I'm going to leave this as level 1 exercise and leave it here for you. Go over this before we meet in class, okay? All right, see you. Bye-bye.